What's up guys, Jared here. So in my last video, I revealed that I am in the pursuit of dialing back the chonk a notch or two, and you might be asking yourself how I actually plan on accomplishing that. In today's video, I am revealing the #1 secret for leaning out and losing excess body fat for good. Now, there's a lot of different dieting protocols and strategies out there that range from moderate and reasonable to outlandishly restrictive and some even borderline dangerous. But any and all approaches to torch your tummy tub, burn belly fat, or chastise your chub all share one common trait. And that involves in some way, shape, or form setting up a negative energy balance. You may have heard the term calories in versus calories out. Eat less, move more, and that's it. That's really all it comes down to. Setting up some sort of scenario where you're expending more calories than you're taking in. Now, of course, that is a wild oversimplification of things, and if it were actually that easy, we wouldn't have the obesity problem that we have today. And in a coaching setting, that doesn't really provide a lot of value to anyone who's struggling with their weight. Wow, eating healthier and exercising, I never would have thought of that. Thank you so much for your valuable insight. Wow. And while it seems like a simple concept, diets as a whole are kind of a disaster. There's always so much promise of quick results, cravings cured, and jaw-dropping transformations. And to be fair, most of these diets do actually work. For a time. But what happens after that weight is lost? Within 3 years of losing a significant amount of weight, 95% of people will have gained all that weight back, and in some cases even overshoot and regain even more weight than they had before they even started the diet. And I myself actually fall into that category. A couple of years ago, I dropped 35 pounds over the course of about 10 months. I was dieting down to compete in a specific weight class for a weightlifting meet. And I would say about 25 pounds of that came off relatively easy. I was still eating a good amount of food, and the exercise needed to get there was really manageable. But those last 10 pounds were really rough. In the grand scheme of things, I probably should have called off the diet, entered some sort of maintenance or reverse phase, and worried about tackling the rest of the weight loss at another time. But I had signed up for that specific weight class. My mind was made up. That is where I was going to compete. So cue the increased cardio, restricted calories, reduced recovery, poor sleep, etc., etc. Long story short, I made weight, regained, a bunch, almost immediately after. I had qualified for provincials that year, a few months later, which needed an even more restrictive cut to make weight for that. Add in a bunch of work stress, planning a wedding, however many vacations, you get the idea. Fast forward to about a month and a half ago, and I'm 45 pounds heavier than I was 2 years ago. Now, granted, some of that is hopefully added muscle mass along the way, but the fact remains that I am carrying around a lot more body fat than I am comfortable with. So what can we learn from my experience, and what is the dieting data telling us? Well, for starters, there needs to be a much more complete conversation when it comes to dieting. We are very good at being told how to lose weight. Insert revolutionary new diet of the moment, lose X number of pounds, become rich, get laid, all is well with the world. But what doesn't get talked about nearly as much is the what next? What about the diet after the diet? If you're looking for forever fat loss, the #1 secret that no one is talking about is compliance and sustainability of that diet. Regardless of what diet or eating strategy you're choosing to follow, you need to be asking yourself, is it sustainable in the long term? Can you see yourself sticking to this way of eating for the rest of your life? Because if you can't, there's a 95% probability that you're gonna fall off the wagon, overeat, life is going to get in the way, and you're going to end up right back where you started. I'm going to leave you with that for today. If you like the video, make sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button and bell below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.